Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Hi, if you're new, it's Libby. First time testing out my ring light, so bear with me when I can figure out this lighting. For today's video, I'm going to be doing my best books, my favorite books of 2022. It's not quite the end of the year, but so far I have read 121 books this year, so it was kind of hard to narrow everything down. But I've got quite a few stacks of books here with me. Excuse the stuffed animals. You'll have to deal with that. But, yeah. I have, oops, quite, sorry guys, quite a few books to get into. So, we're just gonna hop on in. My glasses are crazy. So we're just gonna hop on in and tell you guys all of my favorite books of 2022. I have a few 5-star reads, and the rest of them are 4.5 stars or 4 stars. So, in no particular order, I'm just gonna grab which I'm gonna talk about the Inheritance Game trilogy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I binged this entire trilogy within, I want to say, a week or two, and I really enjoyed it. So I gave the first book 4 stars, I gave the second book 3 stars, and I gave the third book 4 stars. So overall it was a 4-star trilogy for me. Really enjoyed it, and I can't wait for the new book, which involves the 2 older brothers, Grayson and Jameson, and I'm excited. But I did enjoy these. This first book is, let's see, can I get it? I got it out. This first book is about our main character, Avery, who inherits someone's fortune when he dies, and she has to go to this Hawthorne house and stay there for a year until she inherits his inheritance, basically. And then she and all of the brothers are left with clues, and they have to go and search for the clues and figure out why Avery is left in this will. There is a lot of twists and turns in this book. I enjoyed it completely, so I would highly recommend picking this one up. The next one I just read recently, and it is one of my 5-star reads of this year, and that is Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Susan Lynn Tan. I really enjoyed this. I gave it a 5 stars. I want to get the second book, but I'm gonna wait. This one follows our main character, XingyiA. I'm not going to try and pronounce her name because I know I'm going to butcher it. She lives in solitude with her mother and an assistant on the moon because her mother is the moon goddess, and the celestial kingdom trapped her mother on the moon when our main character's father and her mother did something to get them trapped there. So one day she flees, they're attacked and they flee. So, and then she ends up in another kingdom in this kingdom, and there's a bit of a love triangle going on in this one. She falls for somebody, I'm not going to say who because it's a spoiler, and then first of all, she's his attendant, and then they start to develop feelings, and then she gets drafted into their army, and there was like a 2-year gap. It's the only thing I did not like. There was a 2-year gap in this, and we didn't see anything. But other than that, I loved everything about this book. So if you haven't read it yet, I would highly recommend. It's easy to follow. The world is amazing. The magic in here is crazy. So it's basically Chinese mythology in here, and I can't wait to get the second one because it's only a duology, so hopefully I can get it here relatively soon. The next book I also read recently, and that is Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. This one follows our main character, B, who is a nutrition engineering, and she gets this job at NASA. She's a co-leader of this project, and our male main character, Levi, they did not like each other in grad school, so, and they have forced to work with each other. And then on the big project they're working on, someone tries to sabotage their project and goes from there. And there's also a lot of turns in this one. I really enjoyed it, so now I can't wait to read The Love Hypothesis, which I still haven't read yet, but I thoroughly enjoyed Ali Hazelwood's writing style. So next, I think I'm gonna go with Quarter the Vampire Queen by Katee Robert. This is a huge book, and I read it in 2 days. We followed, this one is a adult paranormal romance. There is a content warning page in the front of this book, which I really liked. I gave this 4 or 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. Katee Robert is known for her erotica, smutty sex scenes. So, that's basically what this is for the first half of the book. And then the second half of the book is where the plot picks up. So we follow our main character, Mia, who tries to escape her father's control because she is a half vampire, I do believe. Yes, she's half human, half vampire. And she gets thrown with this guy, Mikhail, and to fill whatever needs he needs to fulfill. And I mean all of his needs. And then we get to meet, if I remember correctly, 3 other vampires in here, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I've read this, but I think there's 3 others in here. Maybe 2. But I think there's 2 more vampires, if I'm not mistaken. But, I thoroughly enjoyed this one. So, yeah, 4.5 out of 5 stars. I love the writing style in it, and I'm trying to find this picture, but I can't find it. So, is this it? I think I found it. So, I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to find something. Where is it? Okay, I can't find it, but I thoroughly enjoyed this book. Well, because it's in the, yeah, there's 2 other vampires. So there's 3. This is the content warning page, which is all in here. So I would definitely look up the content trigger warnings for this book, but I thoroughly enjoyed this, so I'm excited to read more from Katee Robert in 2023. My first 5-star read of the year was The Charm Offensive by Allison. I'm not going to pronounce the last name because I know I'm going to butcher it, but I thoroughly enjoyed this one. This follows our main character, Dev, who always believed in fairy tales, and then he is a attendant on this TV show with someone named Charlie, who is the star, and it's supposed to be about Charlie finding a wife, but instead he falls for his handler instead. This deals with anxiety and panic attacks, so keep that in mind going into this. But it's thoroughly well done, and that's what I liked about it. So this is a male romance, and I really enjoyed this one, so I gave it 5 stars. I want to read her newest one that just came out recently, so hopefully I can get my hands on it and read it. But again, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Then we have Wild as the Witch by Rachel Griffiths. This is her second novel. Her debut was Wild as the Witch. No, Nature of the Witches was her debut, but underneath this dust jacket, these first edition books are so gorgeous. If I could display them on my shelves, I would, but I don't have room. This book I gave a 4.5 out of 5 stars. This follows our main character, Isido? What's her name? Iris, and she is a witch, and she witnesses something that she shouldn't have witnessed, and then her and her mother decide they flee from their hometown, and her father stays behind. But they go and start a wildlife resort where they take care of injured animals, and Iris has to hide her magical abilities, and then a guy working with them named Pike is, he does not like witches. I guess he had a bad experience with witches at one point, and it didn't go well, but I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I love the writing style, I love the magic. I can't wait to see what else Rachel Griffiths comes out with in 2023. The last physical book I have, the rest of these are manga, are These Violent Delights by Chloe Gone. This was the book club, the Wayward and Words book club book for December. No, not December. November. I finished it early in December. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. This is a Romeo and Juliet retelling set in 1926 in Shanghai, where there's two rival gangs. There's the Scarlet Gang, and there's the what's the other gang called? There's the Scarlet Gang, and then there's the I can't remember what the other gang is called, to save my life. But oh, and the White Flowers. So Julia is with the Scarlet Gang, and our main character Roman is with the White Flowers. And there's a mysterious illness that starts spreading in this town, and the two of them combine to try and figure out who's spreading it and what's causing this illness to make people go crazy. But I thoroughly enjoyed this. I do want to get the second book, but they didn't have it. So I'm going to get the second book soon, read it, and then see what else Chloe Gong comes out with. The writing style is amazing. I enjoyed it. It's not whimsical, I want to say, but maybe magical might be the right word. I don't know what the right word would be for Chloe Gong's writing style, but I really enjoyed it. So this is my last physical book that I have for that. I do also have a reread, which was A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I thoroughly enjoyed that book upon reread. So I gave that one a 5 out of 5 stars as always. So yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about A Court of Mist and Fury because I've talked about it enough. So now let's dive into the manga, shall we? So, sorry guys if you can't see me. The manga is over here. I need to move it. Okay. So the first series that I have that I'm caught up on, up to date, you've heard me talk about it enough on my channel already, and that is Spy Family volumes 1 through 8. I love the series so much. I've talked about it nonstop on my channel and my vlogs. So this series, oh my god, where's volume 9 and 10? Because I need them now. In this series, we follow our main character, Lloyd, who is a spy, and he is been tasked to take down someone, but in order to do so, he has to find a wife and a child. So, and get his child into the school where the guy he's supposed to take out son goes and gets close. But the thing is, his daughter Anya, she is a cutie pie. She is on the cover of volume 2. She is a telepath. And then his wife, which I can't remember her name, is a assassin. So Lloyd and her don't know who each other is, but their daughter does, because she is a telepath and she can hear and see what everybody else is saying. So, Spy Family, if you haven't checked it out yet, you should. I don't know why my camera is going downwards, but we're gonna just deal with it. And then the next few volumes of manga I have are, again, I'm not going to shut up about this series either, which is Haiku volumes 17 through 21. So, yeah, if you haven't read Haiku yet, I would highly recommend you do so as well. So, but yeah, Haiku is one of them. I've talked about this enough on my channel also, so I'm not going to say too much here, but I thoroughly enjoyed all of these. So, but I think that is all of my favorite books of 2022. Let me know if you read any of these down below, and let me know what are your favorite books of 2022 are in the comments down below. Give this video a like and subscribe. Stay a while, hit the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I post, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.